Good afternoon. We are live once again for another Nelly Diverse Skincare video. Today we're going to be talking about oils and extracts, who needs them, excuse me, my English, who needs them, what they're for, and also the different categories and what's the difference between the oils that you can kind of make your own little cocktail at home versus the oils that you can purchase with Nelly Diverse from your esthetician or directly on the website. So the main difference that there's going to be is that there is going to be a difference as far as the molecular weight, which is what's going to make the products be effective and actually penetrate your skin. So by having cold pressed essential oils like we're using, excuse me, by having cold pressed essential oils like what we're using, you're actually going to get full product penetration, whereas any oils that you're going to be purchasing from natural food stores and things like that, unfortunately what's going to happen is that the molecular weight is going to be too large, so it really is going to stay on top of your skin as well as clog your pores, which is really not what we're trying to do. So better product penetration with our oils, as well as just better absorption and just better results globally. Now when it comes to deciding if I need to have oils, think of oils as like your boosters. So if I already have a full complete skincare regimen, what I would recommend is that you're going to add these oils to complement or to complete whatever skincare routine that you already do have, okay? So the ones that we're going to be talking about today, I'm not going to cover all of the oils within Nelly just because I don't want to keep you guys here for a few hours, but we're going to talk about the Radiance Oil, which is one of the new products that we have. We're going to talk about the Biotin Extract along with the Purifying Extract and the Sensitive Skin Extract. So let's get into it. So you may or may not have had the chance to learn anything about the Radiance Oil. This is a brand new product that we launched in December. So it is fairly new for all of the estheticians. So if you have gone to get a facial, you may not have had the chance to actually discover it yet. But this little beauty is going to contain melatonin. Now melatonin, we all know it's something that you can take. It's like a natural supplement that you can take to help your sleep. You can also, the benefits really that you're going to get from using this serum on your skin with the melatonin is that it's going to promote your natural antioxidants and your natural defense mechanisms, okay? This is important because your skin is going to be, it's going to remain much younger if it's able to defend itself against external factors. We're talking about environmental stresses, we're talking about allergens, pollution, all of that stuff. Now the benefits of doing it at night is that if you think of all the times where you've had good night's sleep, good 8 hours, some people need 10 hours, 12 hours, to each their own, but when you've had a good night's sleep and then you wake up and you look at your skin, it looks really refreshed and bright and just rested. This is what we're doing with this serum. Now the melatonin level in it is going to be very small, so we're not going to be using it as a supplement to make you sleep. There are some people that might be slightly affected, which is why in that case I do recommend using it as an evening serum mainly. It comes in an oil format, okay? And it has a little dropper like this. So you need about, honestly for your full face, you're going to need about 4 drops. 4 drops is more than enough. It smells amazing. I cannot get over this. I've been using this oil for about 2 months now at night, and I have seen a huge difference just in the overall glow of my skin. So I don't mind going to sleep a little bit shinier than normal, so I'm gonna do a little bit more than 4 drops, but realistically, you don't need that much more quantities. Just make sure though that you always go down your neck as well as your décolleté when you're doing all of your skincare regimen at home, because those areas are the areas that are going to be the hardest to treat when you go back to see your esthetician for your facials after pandemic is over. So Radiance Oil, really beautiful complement for any skincare routine, nighttime ideally, and I'm glad we have somebody excited for their delivery. That's great. So nighttime ideally, and you're going to see beautiful results. Really, everybody can benefit from it, but keep in mind that if you are menopausal, having any type of hormonal issues, your skin is generally a little bit more tired than the rest of the people. So in that case, definitely go with this. The next one, Biotin Extract. So this is a beautiful blend of cold pressed avocado oil, coconut oil, argan oil. You're going to have some gingers, you're going to have some cilantro inside, so it smells beautiful. And this one we use for stimulating your tissues, right? So when you start to age, unfortunately, just like we all do, as we discussed a few times before, when we start to age, everything kind of starts to decrease as far as our collagen, our elastin production. But this, what it does is that it's going to help give back that nice tone, stimulates your skin as well. So if you do notice that you get a little bit rosy when you're using it, totally normal. Rosiness is good. Remember that the blood is the first thing that feeds your skin. So ladies at home, when you're applying this before putting your cream on or combined with your cream, depending on your habits, it's okay if you get a little bit rosy. It is going to be really, really good for you. So this is ideal for dry, devitalized skin, wrinkled skin, beautiful. You can use it by itself. And when I say by itself, it doesn't mean it doesn't mean without a cream. You should be using this with a cream. Any oils, serums, they should be used with a cream in my opinion, because your cream is really there to seal everything in. But the benefit also of this one is that you can mix it in with your cream. So you can add a couple drops, mix it around, and then apply your cream and your oil mixed in together. It just helps to cut down as far as how many minutes it takes to do your full skincare routine. I like to layer them just because it's like my moment at the end of the day to really kind of take care of myself. You know, we're always busy, we're rushing and stressed and everything, so it's just that little 5 minutes in the evening is, I like to layer it. And I do recommend you do it. It helps you take time for yourself. Do you need to add cream in the evening, or are the oils enough? So this is, again, it goes based on my personal preference. I do believe that you should be adding a moisturizer on top to just seal everything in. Some people are gonna say, I just enjoy putting more oil on my face at night and then going to sleep like that. It's okay if you want to do it. However, you're not going to get all of the benefits from your actual cream. Now, for the clients at home who are new to skincare routines, if you're trying to cut down on steps, start with getting into the habit of putting on your cream, doing your exfoliation twice a week and stuff like that. And then after that, add your oils. If you're already skincare pro, you're doing your skincare routine at home, just like your esthetician has recommended to you, in that case, please, please, please put your cream on top. You're really just increasing all the benefits from it. The other thing that I wanted to mention, for those of you who have never actually tried the oils and that you're slowly getting into it, the bottles, so they come like this, as I showed. The dropper, like this is made to protect you against yourself. Now, the reason why I'm saying this is that you need about 4 to 6 drops per application. This dropper makes it a little bit harder for you to get it out, because if it was easy, you would probably finish the bottle rather quickly. So what I would recommend you do when you're going to be applying it, just give it a good shake. See, I shook it twice and I got this much oil. So I would do about 4 shakes. And this is going to be more than enough for your full face. And this is also for those of you who have received a Biotin facial in the past before everything closed down. This is the oil that we're going to use during the massage. So yes, it's a treatment oil, but it's also what we use during the massage. So you're probably already familiar with the smell. Beautiful, and it just helps you get that relaxation at night. Now we're going to talk about the Purifying Extract. So Purifying Extract is going to be your oil for oily skins. For those of you who do have oily skin, you're probably looking at me and saying, no, Isabelle, I will not put oil on my already oily skin. What happens is, and we did talk about this briefly in the video about cleansers and how to pick your cleansers, cleansing milks versus foaming cleansers, somebody who has very oily skin tends to use these cleansers that are going to be super stripping. So a cleanser that's extremely high in sulfate or just way too astringent, or those actual astringent toners that are alcohol-based, and then they use this and then they feel clean. Well, what happens is that because you're constantly stripping your natural oils, your skin has to kind of fight back against you, and it's like, oh, I don't have enough oil. I'll have to produce more tomorrow. So gradually what you're doing is that you're making your skin constantly produce more oil because it's terrified that you're going to strip it from what it already has. So what you're going to be doing with your Purifying Extract is that you're going to help to kind of imitate your natural oil. so that your skin can go back to producing less oil. Now, this is also going to work when we're talking about all of our blackheads. Nobody likes to get blackheads extracted. Actually, no, that's not true. Some people love getting it extracted. As an esthetician, I enjoy doing it, but we're trying to work with your skin. We're trying to re-educate your skin when it comes to the sebaceous secretions. So this is going to work on also dissolving the blackheads. So we're talking about the open ones and the closed ones. So the difference, if for you guys at home, if you don't already know, the closed ones are the ones that you see, it's like a little bump under the skin without being an actual pimple, but it's a little bump, it's not really comfortable, and you just don't really know what to do with it. So this is going to work on those, along with the sebaceous cysts that we tend to get around the jaw area. So anybody that has oily skin, do not be afraid to use this. It's okay, it's safe, and it's a dry oil, and it just gives a really beautiful oxygenated complexion. Now, the last oil that I want to talk about, I'm sorry for the glare. The last oil that I want to talk about is the sensitive skin extract. So sensitive skin extract, for you guys at home, especially now because we're doing a lot of cooking, we're doing a lot of different things, we are washing our hands nonstop, sanitizers, everything, trying to prevent any type of bacterial spread or viral spread. So what I would recommend, this is like your 911 oil, not only for your face, but also for any cracked, irritated skin that you can have all over your body. So this is a super important booster, especially right now, to help to just soothe and also rebuild and just calm down all the inflammation. So we're going to work with St. John's wort, which a lot of people have heard about this before. You can use it. There's oral supplements for it. It's good for just to calm down your insides and everything like that. But as far as skincare goes, it's really to calm down all of your irritations. So anytime you feel itchiness, you're red, your cheeks are flushed, you're warm, you can use this to calm everything down. If you do a lot of evening, sorry, I just read evening in the comments. If you do a lot of outside activities and that you are in a cold environment, you need to have that extra protection to make sure that your skin doesn't get cracked or damaged really from the cold, the wind, the sun, all of that stuff. So this is going to be for all of that. Eczema, psoriasis, itchiness, flakiness, cracked skin, psoriasis I use this personally after I do my color. Every single time I do my color, I get pretty severe irritations, and it's not my colorist's fault. It's really just I'm sensitive when it comes to that stuff. So I have to put a couple drops in the areas where I'm more irritated, where it's itchy, and it just calms everything down and also helps to heal faster. So not only do we have the St. John's wort, we also have the cold pressed olive oil base. This is not the same as your olive oil at home. So please do not replace it with your at-home olive oil. It will not do the same thing, okay? The last thing that I wanted to mention about the sensitive skin extract, so other than the fact it could be used all over the body for anything that is dry, chapped, irritated, red, all of that stuff that we don't want to have, this you can also mix to any of your creams. So for example, if I have the sensitive skin cream and that it's let's say November, because November is generally where it starts to get much colder in Canada. So if sensitive skin cream is not enough for me anymore, I have somebody, I'll tell you a little story after. If sensitive skin cream is not enough for me anymore, but that I don't necessarily want to purchase another cream, then what I could do is I could add a couple drops of this to my moisturizer, and I can just continue personalizing really and customizing how rich I want my moisturizer to be. When I said, there's somebody in the comments that asked me, but when I said that it's like a 911 oil, one of my sister actually recently got a facial treatment done, and she had a reaction, which it's okay. It happens, not with Nelly products, but she came home and then she was very inflamed, red, itchy, and 24 hours later, it was very flaky and just uncomfortable. So we were doing kind of like masks of this oil. So put on a thick layer and just have it sit, and the skin would just absorb it. And within about 48 hours, the inflammation, the redness, and mainly the discomfort also went down by like almost 90%. So there are so many different things that you can do with this. So please do not hesitate to try this. I have another question. Eczema, could you please give more details? Okay, so when we're talking about the calming as far as the eczema goes, we're not going to stop the eczema. So this is not, it's not going to replace like your cortisone type of products. What it's going to do is that because it's going to rehydrate your skin, it's going to create that extra protection barrier. The people who do have the eczema are going to be much less likely to want to scratch at it. And because you have that barrier, it's going to help to heal it faster as well. So that's kind of where I was going with it. It's not going to replace, like I said, cortisone products. So you can't necessarily tell somebody who's been on it all their life to stop it completely. But I do recommend it. It's a beautiful alternative to at least help the skin re-heal itself rather than just completely thin it out like some other type of products are going to do. Let's see if I have any other questions. Shelly, I answered the question. So for all of the oils, I do still recommend using the creams on top. Hello, Angela. Somebody's been using the products for 4 years. We're glad you love it. I think that is all the questions that I have for today. If there's anything else, just like all the other videos, please put your comments. Oh, I have another question. Can you use sensitive skin extract for someone who's prone to breakouts? You can. You can, yes. But it will not correct anything related to the breakouts. But because all of the oils are cold pressed, they're not going to have that comedogenic type of effect. So for those of you who actually go to different types of stores without naming any, but to go to stores and that it says non-comedogenic on it, this means that it's not going to clog your pores. It's not always true when we're looking at certain things, but there's really no issues with this at all. Again, it goes with the quantities. It's not going to cause breakouts, but it's not going to work on repairing them. One of the oils that I did not talk about, which Shelly did ask a question about it, for somebody who is prone to breakouts, there's also the Hygieia, which is a different alternative. I'll be talking about it in a different video. And for the acne rosacea clients that we have, or for yourself at home, if you do have acne rosacea, the sensitive skin essential concentrate would be the one that you would be using, which that also we're going to be talking about in a different video. So please, for the upcoming videos, I would ask you to write down what type of topics you would like me to cover, and we are going to try as much as possible to answer your requests. So thank you so much once again for your attention. Don't forget to like, share, and let us know what you think.